Here we are doing a bit of fox hunting in the city. I love a bit of artwork. So around these urban environments, these industrial estates come into the forested areas, then we have a lot of foxes. There's a lot of foxes in this area, huge amount. The residential over there, can't really see it, but if I turn that light off, you see those lights over there is residential, and so this industrial estate is sort of tucked in here. We get a lot of foxes around here and feral cats. So we've got 2 Patterdale Terriers, 2 miniature long-haired Dachshunds, and the StaffDach Terrier crossed with a miniature short-haired Dachshund. So we've got our pack. I'm just having a good look down through there, because we find that there can be a number of shelters just further back up there. There's a lot of shelters, but we get down into these little crevices there. That's where you often will find feral cats and foxes like to, for some reason, be close to humans and get amongst all the debris, all this kind of stuff that's down there. In this case here, it's not a barbaric exercise, because these dogs have got no chance of capturing a fox, at least. And I think the feral cats are generally pretty smart. We find signs of them, but we never see them. And this is a thing that does cause a little bit of problem. Dachshunds and terriers, pretty much 9 out of 10 of them are going to want to chase and eat a cat if they see it, unless they've grown up with them since they're puppies. The thing is, when you come to places in the bush where there are feral cats, then they're on the menu. So at least we get to have some kind of exercise here. Anyway, we did just hear a few fox calls, so we'll keep this video rolling, put it on pause for now. Well, we'll just see when we get into this open space. You see, this is the behaviour. There, you can hear it. I don't know if you picked that up, but there's fox call. There's just 2 of them. It's not that frog in the background, if you can hear that. So somewhere up there, there's a ridge up there. There's a bit of a cliff, and then there's a ridge up there. Just straight up there, there was just a fox call. So they are around. And we'll just see how we go if we have any luck. This is still in that same open area where there's a interim waterfall just up there. So this does make for ideal hunting conditions for both foxes and for Dachshunds and Terriers, because we've got a lot of displaced vegetation and all the homes for various animals, or the animals themselves can be quite displaced, and so they're trying to find a new home, or they don't have a home, they don't have the shelter. Also, when we have this kind of rain, then it's also good hunting weather, and these dogs don't really like going out in the rain, but once they're out there and once they pick up the scent of something, then they are very happy to be out in the rain. And if they come across the home of an animal, particularly a burrow, there's a pretty good chance that they're going to find that animal at home. So very strict, they're not allowed to hunt native animals. They got a pretty clear picture. They might chase a few and they might get excited about a few, but they will return the call immediately. They'll respond to the call and commands immediately. But they do know that feral animals are on the menu and they are allowed to go for them. There's no encouragement required for these dogs. The training is about making sure that they will respond to your command and respond to the call. So the call to come back and the command to stay and be quiet. That's about it. That's about all the commands that you need for this particular exercise. So we're going to start to traverse up to where we just heard that fox call. And we'll see what happens. So we'll go for pause now. And we're on the money. There's just a juvenile fox sitting there looking at us. He's gone around the other way. The dogs are going to chase that. I'm coming up over the ridge, try and head it off. We've got no chance to catch it, but we might get another glimpse of it. So we're going to move really quickly. The dogs are going to intercept in just a second. But there's really dangerous here. We're going to move fast. Here to come and meet up again. Oh, slippery here. Oh, the wrong way. What do you got? They come around the other way. Two more. And head up here on just this ridge. So we've got 4 dogs. 5 dogs. They coordinate themselves pretty well. Oh, that was a good sprint. So we've got 3 here on this side. Here's the other one. So she's just come up to that ridge. One more Patterdale. She headed that way, so we'll meet her up here somewhere. Oh, keep going. Twin towers. Another meditation I like to do while we're up here. You put one rock on top of the other and do not touch it. Put another rock on top, put it down, don't touch it again. A still hand requires a still mind. Stable hand requires a stable mind. Whoa. Okay, so we just traversed that whole ridge. Reckless speed. So I didn't get to capture that juvenile on the camera. But that is not the one that called. The one that called had a deeper bark. In any case, this is how you engage these hunting dogs that are stuck living in the city. Suburban backyards, left home alone all day, or in apartments. So we had no chance of catching that fox. I say they're both gone now. There might have even been 3 of them. Quite often I see 3, 2 parents and a juvenile. And in this kind of environment, so they pick up a scent, come back in on it. I've still got one out there. She won't be far away. And if she finds something, then they sound the alarm. Hear the barks when you see these dogs turn off. See? They branch off. One's there. One's there. The others are gone. Oh. That was a good hill to run up. Feeling good now. So we're going to pause again. We might get another shot because we've got to go back up another ridge now at the top of that one. So we see we've got one up there, and then the other one's here. So the fan that's got here, and then it's the same. The big front there. So see, watch the movements. Watch the way that they move around into the bush. Back again. So they make these formations, a constantly changing formation. And if there's something that's nearby, if one of them comes across, then they close these shapes very quickly. You notice how far he'll go. Oh no, he won't, because he's gone behind trees. And so we got one coming from the other angle, another coming from the other angle. One stays at my feet. And then we've got the other Patterdale is out there. Here she comes down here, see? So she's come down from the other side. So she's been busy. So we're coming up the ridge, so she's just come down the hill. So she's gone straight up the hill. Then I've got another one over there, see those eyes? I'm going to come back here. And the one's on my feet. Yeah. sniffing the ground all the time. There's a lot of information here. This one always takes the rear. This one's normally never too far from my feet, except for when we're on the chase. I was hoping that she might have found something and sounded the alarm, and then you'll catch all the other dogs breaking their formation and moving in a straight line, and then they fan out and they make different shapes again. So it's a very efficient way of moving through the bush. They make all kinds of different patterns and shapes, and they'll close those shapes very quickly and lock in, and they'll move together in a straight line only for 30 meters max, not even that. And then they will break that pattern again, just naturally, just this natural movement, natural formation. And then if there's something in between that shape as they fan out, it gets pretty intense pretty quick. It's a good sport here if you're going for rabbits, hares, foxes. They're the main things that we see. They're fast. So the dogs have got no chance of catching them unless they come across their burrows. And hares don't burrow, so they can actually walk through. Hares are very stealthy animals. You know, I've seen 3 of these dogs go straight over the top of a hare, and then it's only when I walked through, and I nearly stood right on it, and then it stayed still, waited for me to step past, and then it bolted the other way. So they're very crafty animals, and they're so fast. So it's a great way to engage these dogs that are going crazy. And a lot of these dogs, little Dachshunds, when they're shaking, they're really aggressive and they're nervous. People say, oh, he doesn't like men, or doesn't like men with beards, or doesn't like strangers, or had this issue out there. I've worked with so many Dachshunds and little terriers rehabilitating. People think they got this small dog syndrome. They think they're a big dog. They don't. They know what they can get underneath. They know that they're a small dog, and they know what they can and can't do. If they thought they were a big dog, they come over the top when they're fighting or attacking, but they don't. They come from underneath, close to the ground. And we'll place on pause here. We'll just get up onto this other ridge, and we'll move very quietly. And we'll just see if we've got an opportunity. Because sometimes the foxes will play with these little dogs and bounce behind them. And then I turn around and see them, and then they tear off, and all you can see is a blur. And then the dog will turn around, come back, and the foxes will bounce along like Pepe Le Pew behind them. It's quite a spectacle. And if we had a chance to catch a fox, I don't want to catch a fox and kill it. I want to catch a fox and see if we can make it a pet. I'll just tell people it's some kind of exotic dog. I'm sure it'd work. And it's on. Okay, so they're moving up through there, and then they come across there, so we got something. They just move straight in, and then they stop. So I'm not going through there, I go around. So you've got one on my feet. I haven't got a nice chance to catch, but we'll see what we can do. This ridge comes around, and comes this side. This one's the fastest one. There's the other way, so. No, so I'm got something there. There was just something there, tore off through there on the upper hill. You see, so we've got no chance of catching anything. It's good exercise for all of us, and they're happy. See, smelling the ground. A lot of information here. There's been a fair bit of heavy rain, and so any scents that are on the ground now are new scents, except for in the trough areas where the water's running down. So a lot of information. We get movement. And this is the thing, so they'll get on a chase and then they'll stop and start sniffing the ground. I've got some issue with my storage, so I'm going to have to stop the video here.